All right, greetings. So I'm playing once again the Popsicle Bot. Or no, it's rated Popsicle. Its name is 1800, and I played it previously as white, and that was some time back. Was it a loss? It was a draw. I had a stronghold and lost it. So hopefully this is my revenge game. This 4-night variation. I don't know. I don't experience that much playing as the black pieces, and it's got me a little baffled. I'm going to do a review afterwards because I feel like I'm making poor choices on this 4 king opening. So we'll see. We'll see what the review says. So if my opponent does the knight exchange, I'll be in check. So I need to think about those things. Okay. So I need to be aware that see if I move that B pawn. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to kick that queen out of there. Ooh. Okay, so immediately I see the queen stepped in front of the king. So if I push the A pawn, I can put a pin, an absolute pin, or hard pin as I sometimes call it. Okay. I can't believe at 1800 it made this mistake, but I'll take all the help I can get. Yeah, just making sure there's something I'm not missing. That's an absolute pin on that queen. I'm gonna win that queen eventually, and just defend this check. And that queen should be ripe for the taking. And there it is. So let's see if I can do this without messing up my lead here. In the last game I played this robot. It was kind of similar to this. I had a strong lead. In the review at one point I think I was up 3 point something, and I totally screwed up and lost it. Then I got it back, and I lost it again. So I need to be a little more gooder in this game. Playing the black pieces. Yeah, so as soon as that dark squared bishop takes my rook, I'll take my opponent's rook and then take the bishop. It's a better exchange for my opponent, but I don't like my opponent owning with a major piece the open D file. As a matter of fact, it's the only open file, and I don't want my opponent to own it. E file is semi-open. There's only one pawn on it. I need an escape route for my king, is what I did. So I'm trying to play conservative, trying to play safe. Now I see where my opponent can get their rooks lined up. Yeah, that does have me concerned. We'll see what I can do here. I feel like this probably wasn't the best move I could make. My plan was to, if I take the bishop and then the rook takes, I can take that pawn, the a pawn, sorry. I don't mean to make this a longer drawn out video, but I really need to focus a little bit on this bot. I had a difficult time previously. Yeah, so my opponent's rooks are lined up on an open file. I don't like that. Two rooks are stronger than a queen, so that makes me nervous. And I can only escape to a white square, and it has a white squared bishop, so that also makes me nervous. Just looking at all my options. I don't like where that check goes because it can get out, and then it can swing that bishop into a light squared, which points at h7, where I need to go for a retreat if necessary. So I can't take the queen off the back rank, really. Since I have a defender there. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That bishop just cut off my escape route and is blocking me from doing a check. Not that it really goes anywhere at this moment, but so I need to give myself a dark square to be able to escape to. Yeah. Okay. So I'm on a light squared, so I can be put into check. But I don't see where, as long as I keep a major piece on the bottom rank, I don't see where I could be in too much trouble. Seems like I'm still pretty safe. I'm anxious to do a review on this game. Okay. Yeah, I figured it would bring me into check. So there's not much my opponent can do now. So let me see if I can clean up some of these pawns and do a pawn promotion. If I clean up too much material, yeah, I thought I was going to have an opportunity to mate there, but yeah, they see that at 1800 bot. But if I clean up too much material, then I have to start thinking about my opponent will go still for stalemate, where there's no legal move for my opponent. I'm thinking about sacking my queen and just getting a new one. That way I can get rid of this bishop. If I play right, is the last of my threats. Okay. So I've got my queen back, but I've got some work to do. I'm curious to see in the review if that was the right thing to do or not. I just, it kind of felt like it just to get rid of that last threat, but I don't know. We'll see what the computer says. Maybe there was better things. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. Oh, wait. Yes, I do care. No. Thinking about sacrificing the queen again. Then hopping over to the G file when needed with my king so that there can't be any promotion. I think that's the key to the thing, is when I need to, when that king steps down, there you go. So I'm just going to hop here, and there's nothing that my opponent can do to queen now. I just got to watch out for that stalemate. I should be able to, good fundamental chess, should close this out without falling for any stalemate gags. In the end game, just have to use your pieces together. Well, throughout the whole game, really. One piece by itself doesn't do much. Need pieces to work together. So the king and the queen are going to have to work together. And just try to make a box and close it smaller and smaller, making sure that your opponent always has a legal move, because I've played live games where I've been in this situation and I've overlooked some things, and my opponent's seen it and capitalized on it, and it was a stalemate. So my opponent keeps giving me opportunities to make it smaller and smaller, and yep, so now it's trapped on the A file. Need to swing my king into action, and then that'll be it. So, all right, only one square they can move to, and there it is. So let's check the numbers and step through this review. Okay. Okay. So the Popsicle played at an 1850. Okay. Okay. So the opening wasn't as bad as I thought. Now, that was the killer right there. But it could have been better, but I really capitalized on that queen stepping in front of the king. I'm curious about sacrificing the queen so much. I'm curious to see what the computer thinks about that. Okay. Try to go through this fairly quick. YouTube has this new thing called pause. Okay, so yeah, it said that wasn't quite the right thing to do. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, it was definitely not the right thing to do. Okay. Yeah, I could have closed this out a little better according to the computer. Um, and that's cool. I try to learn from my mistakes. All right, so, okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Cheers.